3 to the cost of 20 cent. Email Rory at c103.ie. Follow me on Twitter at Rory Burke C103. Let's go to Pairc. It's the first of our live games. The County Premier Intermediate Football Championship Final. Clyda Rovers and Macroom. Your big match commentator is John Cashman, and John is joined in the commentary box by John Finton Daly.
Just 3 minutes gone here, Rory's. We welcome you on county final day to Pairc. Still no score. Macroom pressing with David Gould sending a searching delivery inside, but it has bypassed the inside line, and out comes the Clyda Rovers goalkeeper Cian Conway to send the ball away to Gavin Carey, named at wing forward, but he seems to be playing as an extra midfielder come defender. We anticipated maybe that Clyda might bring a player back, and that they have done. Here's a centre back Fiona O'Shea charging forward, throwing the ball over the far side to Paddy Kissan, right inside of midfield as Clyda play towards the city goal in the opening half of this Premier Intermediate Championship final. A good swerving ball right across the field, a searching delivery for Cian O'Sullivan, the corner forward who came off his marker, running towards the 45 metre line, making tracks, giving the hand pass a few metres to Conor O'Sullivan just inside the 45, tries to take on a couple of Macroom players, back with the fisted pass towards was James Murphy, the regular free taker, the number 13. He's forced to go back, gives it to the experienced Pairc Milan, took a heavy shoulder but got the ball back to James Murphy. Good Clyde possession, but it looks like it's given away now because it was kicked inside, and Fintan Gould picks it up in the Macroom defence, soling out the field to the 65 metre line. With the right boot he kicks it down. Looks to be a back's ball rather than a forward's ball. It was broken out of the Clyda Rovers defence by the cornerback and Niall Milan, but he fouled his man, and that's going to be a free in, 65 metres out from the Clyda Rovers goal from Macroom. Early thoughts from John Fintan Daly.
Yeah, it's not really settled down yet. Macroom, before we came on here, Macroom got two very, very good chances, John, and one of them would have been under the old square ball rule, would have been a free out, but the player was inside was David Gould, and of course he's back. As you probably know, he's been out long term with a cruciate injury, cruciate knee ligament injury. Great to see him back playing football. Probably one of the main reasons Macroom have reached this far this year, because they made no progress like this last year. His brother Fintan is about to kick this free, but they've had a couple of chances that didn't take. Clyda Rovers have had only one real attack, but at the moment both teams are playing fairly open, and it's a bit early yet to be drawing any conclusion.
Here's Fit in with the free, 65 metres out from the Blackrock goal. Perfect day for football, for watching, for playing with the left boot. Jules sends it in, it's going well wide of the post on the right, and that gives us the chance to run through who's playing where on the respective teams. Clyda Rovers have Cian Conway minded goal for them, with Niall Milan, Ray Carey and Chris Kenny in the last line of defence. Chris Buckley, Fionn O'Shea and their captain Alvaro Hanlon. At midfield, Kenneth Fitzgerald and Conor Flanagan. In attack, Conor O'Sullivan, Paddy Cassan and Gavin Carey. Inside, James Murphy, Padraig Milan and Cian O'Sullivan. Macroom have James O'Connell, their goalkeeper, Peter Lynch, Rory Buckley and Martin O'Donnell. Then Sean Coyley, Fintan Gould and Kieran Murphy, who's their captain as well, the other number 7. Philip Corrigan and Owen O'Mahony. Then Brendan Lynch, Ivan Casey and Tony Deneen. And then inside, Patrick Lucy, David Gould and David Horgan. James E. Birmingham from the Red Rovers Club in the east of the county is the match referee, incidentally refereeing the Premier Intermediate Football Championship final for the third consecutive year. He also refereed the Munster Minor Football Championship final this season. Missing out of the action, Clyda Rovers just building patiently from defence. From the kick out they went short, and now they get the ball towards midfield and a chance to open up a little bit with Conor Flanagan moving forward, sending the ball towards the inside line. Good interception out of the Macroom defence by Rory Buckley. The ball got into midfield, kicked further down the field by Fintan Gould towards the edge of the square below. Might break for the corner forward, trying to run in there. It's Patrick Lucy, ball's broken out. Clyda Rovers have it, they'll tidy up, they'll try to build a counter attack. They'll get the ball to Paddy Cassan inside his own half the field, inside the 65 metre line. Toe tapping the ball, running across the 65 and looking across for company at the far side of the field towards the wing back Chris Buckley. Coming in field, Buckley does to a centre back, Fionn O'Shea. All Clyda Rovers players still all inside their own half of the field, bringing the ball forward now into the attack, and the charging forward from the left half back Alvaro Hanlon. He gives the ball inside towards Padraig Milan. Padraig Milan going forward, trying to get forward, held up in his tracks by good Macroom defence. Back to James Murphy, 25-30 out from goal, giving it to Conor O'Sullivan. Clyde is trying to get a shot on goal for the first time. Conor O'Sullivan running across the 45 metre line, needs a bit of assistance, has given the ball towards Gavin Carey. Carey will set towards the corner, gives it towards towards the cornerback Chris Kenny, who's up there. Kenny gives the ball back. Here's a chance maybe for Conor O'Sullivan, heading for the 20 metre line there. Still have possession, 10, 11, 12 passes, getting it to Paddy Cassan. Eventually he'll go for the kick from 20 metres out. This patient play by Paddy Cassan, but the kick is into the hands of the goalkeeper James O'Connell, who gratefully grabs it and looks out the field and sends a high lobbing ball out the field. One man from either team charging towards it. The Macroom cornerback Peter Lynch tried to get it, but it went off, eventually off the Clyda Rovers man, and that's going to be a sideline. It was James Murphy who diverted the ball out, so Lynch receives the sideline, a shot from his wing back Sean Coyley, and Macroom build again as the ball is swayed over towards the far side of the field with a long boot by Philip Corrigan. He looks over there for Cian O'Sullivan. The referee has given a free against the Macroom man. That's going to be a free out for Clyda Rovers, which Gavin Carey takes. Number 12 with the extra man back there, fires it over towards the far side of the field. Macroom on the attack, trying to go Clyda on the attack, trying to go forward far side of the field with O'Sullivan. Cian O'Sullivan trying to thread the ball inside to Conor O'Sullivan, didn't find the pathway. It was a ball which needed to be precise, it wasn't, and Macroom picked the ball up, and Philip Corrigan is involved in the movement back to Sean Coyley, and Sean Coyley gets the ball down the field towards Owen O'Mahony, who charges on at pace on O'Sullivan, gone from the 65 almost to the 20 metre line, gives the ball back to David Horgan and number 15 on the right hand side of the 20 metre line, onto the right boot. He'll try and open the scoring. He sends the ball in, might be kept in play at the far side. It is by the full forward, trying to get the ball across. Macroom man trying to deliver the ball with the right boot in. Has he found the first goal? He has indeed. Gould did well on that occasion. The ball looked to be going wide really, and the full forward David Gould followed it out, brought it inside, got it on the right boot, made the angle, and had the composure to open the scoring. Well taken point for David Gould. Macroom lead after 9 minutes by 1 point to no score.
Yeah, John, you're absolutely right. David Gould might have been considered a no-hope ball by some people. It was badly directed coming in, but he kept it in play. He actually stumbled coming out. He wasn't fouled, but he held his composure, and what an important player he is to them, because he's a quality forward, the best forward in view, I would say, so far, and a great catch from the kick out by Philip Corrigan to Fintan Gould.
Here come Macroom again. Fintan Gould setting something up for Ivan Casey. Casey, the centre forward, dashing through, should kick it now from 20 metres out from goal. He was just challenged, but he just got the kick away. A superb point, great possession, a one from what was a very good kick out in terms of length by Cian Conley, the Clyda Rovers goalkeeper, but Macroom dashed onto then Fintan Gould setting the chance up for Ivan Casey, who took it on the run, and just as he was about to be challenged, John Fintan Daly, he let the ball over the bar. Super point.
Yeah, super point. Good defending though, because it looked like a certain score. He was half blocked, but he was far enough in to be able to finish it. But so far, John, I think you'll agree, Macroom looked particularly strong around the middle. Gould at 6, Corrigan at 8 and Mahoney at 9 are very strong, and of course Sean Kiley, who's a quality player and captain UCC to win the senior championship here 2 years ago. These are big players from Pairc Kissan on the ball quite a bit. They'll need him. He's looking for this ball here, but they'll need their leaders there to bring him back in here.
This is Conor Flanagan, has possession from the kick out, but last possession ran into Tony Deneen, and Macroom get possession and won it back again. A bright start then by the mid-cock minute. Sean Kiley goes down to halfway, soling the ball with the left boot, going towards the 45-metre line. The Clyde defence just backing off a little bit. Kiley, as a result, keeps going. He sends it out the far side towards his corner forward David Horgan. With the left boot, he kicks it in. It's short. It jumps into the body of Cian Conway. He sends it out the right wing towards Conor Sullivan. It's dropped very, very deep in number 10. Clyde known, of course, for bringing players back. Chris Kenny now with possession, the quarterback. Up he goes. Ball almost was lost. It is lost, and Macroom have won the ball back. 45 out from goal. Here's the kick coming in from Onoman. He was under pressure as he kicked it. It's gone right and wide of the post. Certainly the cynics would say it won't be a high scoring match. Macroom haven't scored a goal or conceded a goal in their last 3 championship matches, and Clyda Rovers have only conceded an average of 6 points per game in the championship so far.
Yeah, well, of course, that's true. Well, then Clyda Rovers are probably defensively now probably playing more men back, although to be fair, today they're not doing that so much today. Mind you, right now, John, the 2 wing forwards are dropping very far out midfield for the kickouts, whereas Milan is staying forward on the middle himself, and he on Gould is going to be a key battle here. 2 cock seniors on one another. The ball is in the possession of Gavin Carey, number 12, and Clyde trying to build from their own 45-metre line.
Here is Gavin Carey inside his own half of the field to his centre back Fionn O'Shea, who uses the fist pass to spray the ball towards the right hand side towards James Murphy, who's back there in defence, picking the ball up behind his own 65-metre line. Clyde with pretty pedestrian in defence at the moment. Niall Milan now injects a little bit of pace, tries to run at the Macroom men. Milan still holding possession inside his own 65-metre line, sends the ball over this near side towards Chris Buckley. Buckley now just about to cross halfway, covered stand side of the field. Good changing gears by the number 5. He's running away. Paddy Kassan is free inside. Buckley will go on his own. He's gone a long ways. He's running into a bit of trouble. He gives the pass now to Kassan, who looks to kick it now with the right boot. It looks short though. It is short. It's brought down from underneath the crossbar by James O'Connell, the Macroom goalkeeper, and he sends a long, high, booming kick out the field. Found the target as well in the midfield of Philip Corrigan. Back 55 out from his own goal. Short pass inside to Ivan Casey, who got the second score in the match. Macroom leading by 2 points to no score after 12 minutes. Casey sending the ball back to Sean Kiley. Kiley with possession now, looking for a free man around midfield. Finds that free man. This is Owen O'Mahony running forward with the left boot, just trying to slip the pass through inside. It was a poor ball. It was intercepted. It telegraphed a bit. Niall Milan saw it coming. He came out. He gave it away to Conor Flanagan, his midfield, and Flanagan sends it out the left hand side of the field, and Clyda Rovers go and search for their first goal. Conor O'Sullivan back, he gives it to Flanagan, the number 9. Good pace by Flanagan, going away from Ivan Casey into the 20-metre line with the left boot, kicking it in and opening the scoring for Clyda Rovers, who've lost 3 of the last 4 finals, but who get on the scoreboard. Well taken point, 2 points to 1 from Macroom.
Yeah, well, that kind of score is probably the best thing for him to do, Conor. And again, he backed himself, because none of that inside forwards, I think you'll agree, John, have really made progress on the opposite number so far. They rely a lot on Pairc Kissan, and he's his hands full in Fintan Gould. Sean Kiley here at wing back is very, very strong, of course, very experienced. So it took a man to solo from the middle. That is the one area Macroom might be weak, is that marking wise their 2 midfielders may not be able to track back so well.
James O'Connell's kick out only finds an opposite number, Chris Buckley, but the ball is won back by Macroom, and they have a chance now to go on an attack with Owen O'Mahony with the right boot. Again, he's trying to send the precision pass inside, tried to thread it through. Clyda Rovers looked over enough bodies back there. David Gould came out. Was he fouled? The referee said no. He was looking back, maybe claiming a free, but Clyda Rovers have possession again. It's their centre back Fiona O'Shea who has it, and O'Shea goes central, and Clyda will build again, sending the ball across the half back line and just working out via Chris Buckley over the far side at the field, and they get it over there to Conor O'Sullivan, sending the ball inside now. This is a good run forward by the wing back Buckley. He's made a lot of progress kicking the ball in. It's gone in and it's gone right and wide. It was a poor wide really sent in after a good strong surging run up the field by the right half back Chris Buckley. We have listeners right around the world on C103 this afternoon, and just want to say hello to Michael Healy, a Macroom player of the 50s who's listening to us in Brazil at the moment. Hello to you, Michael, and to John O'Connor, Macroom 1990 captain. He's listening to us in Melbourne. Macroom, of course, trying to get back into the senior grade again for the first time since 1990, having won against Kildare the intermediate championship in 2010. They lost their first round this year heavily, 2-16 to 11 points to St. Michael's, last year's beaten finalists, but have come back really well to reach the final, almost at the midway point of the first half. 2 points to 1 in favour of Macroom, whose midfielder Philip Corrigan tries to set them an attack. Over to the left corner forward David Horgan gets possession, 45 out from goal, again trying to tread the ball through to Pairc. He came out, tried to get it low, went away from him. Pairc Milan picks it up, and away he gives it towards the right hand side of the field. Getting the ball there is Conor O'Sullivan. Clyda Rovers with it now on the attack, 65 out from the Macroom goal, making progress, trying to make a run inside is Cian O'Sullivan. Is he seen though? There's a good run by Cian O'Sullivan. We've seen he's unmarked. They get it instead to Pairc Milan. Tried to get a couple of Clyda players inside the 30-metre line. He's just fouled as he burrowed low, but what wasn't spotted there, John, was the great run of Cian O'Sullivan, who was in space in a central position and unmarked, but wasn't picked out.
Yeah, he wasn't picked out, is right, and to be honest, the free was charitable enough. I thought I saw greater tackles both sides early on in the game, which were allowed go. Now the referee is having a very good game so far, and he's allowing the game continue. Mind you, keep an eye out, John. One very important switch, and maybe it's temporary, maybe it's not, but Sean Kiley had picked up Paddy Kissan there for the last couple of attacks. Maybe Fintan Gould has gone to the middle of the field. We'll have to watch that to see. Indeed, I think it is number 9 Owen O'Mahony appears to have come a right half back. We'll have to watch how they rotate it. A free for, looks like Conor Flanagan has already scored a chance to level this game.
Yeah, chance for Clyda Rovers from the 13-metre line. It should be straightforward. They shouldn't make any mistake. They haven't made any mistake, and it's 2 points for Clyda Rovers. It is 2 points to Macroom. So after the mid-Cork team had the better at early on with those opening 2 points, a good response really from Clyda Rovers coming back into the contest, putting them on level terms, and it's 2 points apiece at this stage, following that point by Flanagan. Here's the kick out by James O'Connell towards the right hand side of the half back line. Interesting to see who's going to gather possession here. It is Kenneth Fitzgerald, the Clyda Rovers midfielder, who ran up into the attack, was stopped in his tracks but out over the sideline with the ball. So it's a Clyda ball. Pairc Milan takes it inside. He gives it to Cian O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan trying to twist and turn in the top of the left position. He's gone inside his marker. Great movement. He might go for goal. He decides to fist it over the bar. Lovely trickery by Cian O'Sullivan. Really fleet of foot there. He really sold the dummy to the Macroom defence, went inside, and for a moment, John, I thought he might have a goal in his mind.
No, I think he did the right thing, John. There's a nice fisted point. I think, look, Clyde have been here 3 times and have been disappointed 3 times. They probably decided, look, they had goal chances here a number 2 years ago. The game we commentated on, and he probably thought about it and said, look, I'll take my point at this stage. I don't need a goal right now. 16 minutes gone. First 2 points to Macroom, last 3 points to Clyda. They're beginning to open it up a bit, levelling out a bit at the moment.
O'Connor's kick out this time goes towards the left hand side of midfield, uncovered stand side of the field, as Macroom kicked the ball towards the Blackrock goal here in the first half. But Clyda Rovers getting a bit of a superiority. They are getting the ball back to their fullback, Kenneth Fitzgerald, I should say, the midfielder inside. He tried to get it to Cian O'Sullivan, went beyond him, and Clyda have fashioned another free. This one awarded against the cornerback Martin O'Donnell. A free in then. And certainly Clyda Rovers beginning to get on top around the middle of the field. Pairc Milan, the man putting the ball on the deck there, and will be another chance for Clyda, and it's their corner forward James Murphy who's going to kick this one from inside the 45-metre line. Murphy just taking plenty of time to line this one up, taking a long walk back. It's good to see him as well, putting the ball on the deck. He's going to try and put the bootlaces through this, get the full distance, about 43 out from goal, right hand side of the goal. A bit of kicking in it, but Murphy is a good free taker. Here it is, it's going up into the air, it's sailing in. Has it found the target? It has found the target. And it's good to see that, John, a player putting the ball on the deck and striking it with real confidence from that kind of distance over the bar. Well done, James Murphy.
Yeah, and John, that is something we're seeing a lot of now at every level, from junior football all the way up to senior and county football. And it's great to see it. More dedicated specialist dead ball kickers. And you know, if he kicked that off his hand, he could have boomed it up into the air, could have gone anywhere. Very well struck. Conceded 2 points early on, but have scored 4 unanswered ones. We haven't seen Fenton Gould for the last few minutes. He needs to be coming back into it now.
18 and a half gone. Clyda Rovers bossing in the road midfield at the moment. Ray Carey involved in the movement as they win possession again. Macroom just struggling to win their own kickouts at the moment. Here's Fionn O'Shea, the centre back of Clyda Rovers, charging forward. He's heading for the 45 metre line. He's been kept going. He's still moving, heading for the D. Did he take a few steps too many? He kept moving. He gave the ball to us, Conor O'Sullivan, who's available over on the left hand side of the field, and he should have popped that one over the bar. Conor O'Sullivan under no great pressure on the left hand side of the exclusion zone. Fionn O'Shea did the trademark work at centre back, got the movement going, and that was a chance that Clyda Rovers should have taken. But Macroom at the moment playing second best at midfield.
They are, and O'Shea, as you say, John, he did all the spade work and all Conor O'Sullivan. He collected the offload, and all he had to do was find the target. He was no more than 30 yards out, and you know, from their point of view, nobody goes out to do that, but it's a bad miss. But Macroom are being well outplayed at the moment, and they have this ball in the middle.
Yes, it's been kicked on by Owen O'Mahony from the kick out, and he's won a free as well, just loosely kicked the ball forward, and that's going to be a free about 45 metres out from goal, and we'll see what Macroom will do with this one. Their specialist free taker from close range is normally Pairc Lucy, and he's the man with the ball in the hand coming out. Interestingly, the two main free takers on the opposite teams, Pairc Lucy and James Murphy, both wear number 13. The captains of both teams wear number 7. Oliver O'Hanlon, the Clyde captain, and Kieran Murphy, the Macroom captain. This is the Macroom free taker, Pairc Lucy, looking for his first score of the day. Dead straight in front of the post, and just like James Murphy at the other side of the field, he too is putting the ball on the ground on the 45 metre line, going back 3 or 4 paces. It's a relatively short run. He's a good bit out, got plenty of air into it. It's a superb kick, and what Murphy can do at one side, Pairc Lucy does with a plum at the other side. 2 excellent frees.
Yeah, another example of it. Thanks be to God, we're seeing the skill of dead ball kicking coming back into Gaelic football. And you know, we're accused often in this game of not having too many outright quality skills, but that's a good one, and both sides. Lucy has done well there. It's his first really notable thing to do in the game. We've seen runs all right from David Horgan early in the game on the other side, and David Gould is certainly dangerous. And I think you'll agree, John, if they can hit enough quality ball into David Gould, and he's being marked by Ray Carey, Macroom will them a 1-point game.
Sean Coyle definitely picking up Paddy Cassan as we look at the attack at the far side of the field, where Clyda Rovers hope to kick the ball now from their kick out. Ball going as far as midfield. Good strong solo run coming up again by the right half back Chris Buckley, who loves to go forward. He goes back with the fisted pass about 10 metres in the other direction, but Macroom get that try to get the ball over towards Conor O'Sullivan in the left half forward position, challenged and tackled, and that's going to be a free in 45 metres out from goal. We see will James Murphy come out again and have another go off this one from the 45 metre line. Padraig O'Malan has the habit of getting the ball in the hand and placing it, but it is only for the benefit of James Murphy, who again is within striking distance, is within kicking distance. He's just inside the 45 metre line. The right angle for a right footed kicker. He's about 17-18 metres in from the covered stand side of the field. James Birmingham telling him just take back the ball a little bit behind the 45. I think he might be telling him take it back a little bit too much, because it looked like that free was the other side of the 45.
And you know the laughable thing about that, John, that's a quick free.
He's taking it quickly. We'll go back in a moment. The free is taken very, very quickly to Kenneth Fitzgerald, who's come up from midfield. He's inside the D, he's been tackled, gets the ball back to Conor O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan being forced out, gives it back to Gavin Carey. All Clyda Rovers players, they've got the ball all the way back to Chris Buckley, who began the initial movement with the right boot. With the outside of the foot, he gets the ball over here towards Oliver O'Hanlon, the captain. He to Paddy Cassan. Cassan using his strength and power to run at the Macroom defence. He's on the deck now. He needs a bit of help. Giving it back to Padraig O'Malan. Malan fisting the ball out this near side in the top of the left position. They get it to Conor Flanagan. Flanagan looking for an outlet. Macroom holding good disciplined defence. Another runner coming into the line. This is Conor O'Sullivan. Ran into 2 green and white jerseys, and eventually Clyda Rovers and Macroom won the ball, but the pick was off the ground. That's going to be a free in, and a chance now from close range for James Murphy to make the most of it. And we'll just watch the positioning of this free. Definitely on the ground.
Yeah, it looks like it, but I was saying earlier on, John, we've a lot of dead ball kicks here now. The gas thing about this is, if that free was off the hand, he could take it another 5 metres when he's kicking it, and there's no legislation for that, you know, which is ridiculous. But however, the free is given and James Murphy has the chance.
Should fancy it. He's much near the 20 metre line than the 45 metre line. Covered stance side of the field, 3 or 4 paces with the right boot. He calls it around, puts it between the sticks. A point for Clyda Rovers. It is now Clyda Rovers 5 points, Macroom 3 points. So in the sequence of play, 23 minutes gone in the match, Macroom were leading by 2 points to no score after 9 minutes of play. Clyda Rovers have now outscored Macroom by 5 points to 1 in the last 14 minutes. So a good response by Clyda Rovers to what was a bright opening by Macroom. Macroom, of course, last year survived relegation with a 2-15 to 1-4 victory against Mayfield. That kept them in the championship at this level, and here they are in the final. Clyda Rovers looking for their first final victory at their fourth attempt here. Kenneth Fitzgerald around midfield with the ball. Paddy Kissan is making himself available in midfield again. He gives it back to Fitzgerald. Got to control the second half. A bit of space in front of him. He's going to be tracked down very quickly by Ona Manny. He's still running. Been tracked down by Ivan Casey, who got there. Back he gives it to Paddy Kissan. Kissan looks to drop the ball inside. Free man inside for a moment was the wing back and Captain Alvaro Hanlon, but the ball went beyond him. The goalkeeper James O'Connell came out, got the ball, but when he was challenged he took it all over the end line, and that's going to be a 45 for Clyda Rovers. Now pretty at this stage, John, that definitely Macroom, who looked to have settled much better, kind of rattled around the field. Clyda Rovers playing with confidence at the moment.
I'll tell you what's more, John, a number of them amazingly look very jaded when they have to track back. I saw Kylie there a moment ago trying to track back down the middle, and he actually looked jaded. They looked like guys that hadn't got their second wind. And when Fintan Gould caught that ball inside, there was no foul involved, but he got hit very hard. The ball spilt from him, and the keeper was forced out. And again, I agree with that decision. I think shoulder to shoulder, great chance for Murphy here from the ground again.
Right hand side of the field, where he kicked one about 6 or 7 minutes ago on the 45 metre line with the right boot. It's going in. It has the height this time, but not the direction. He sent it the wrong side of the post, and 5 points to 3 it is at the moment. The Macroom selectors, Benito Snow, Toomey, Alan O'Shea, Seamus Collin, and a few more of the backroom team just having a little bit of a chit chat there. Shane Dunn there as well, just wondering will they try and reorganise a little bit. Watching again, Kylie still picking up Paddy Kissan. David Gould, who started so brightly, has been absolutely starved of possession. The ball hasn't gone down near the Macroom full forward line, really only in isolated cases in the last 10 or 12 minutes. Very little possession there. Clyde getting the better at midfield, fisting the ball forward again. The Macroom cornerback Nathan O'Donnell is out there, pushed in the back. That's going to be a free out on his own 45 metre line. But their problem at the moment is getting beyond the Clyde midfield, getting beyond the Clyde half back line, getting the ball inside to where it hurts.
Absolutely, and we've spoken about David Gould enough times, and I'll tell you, he is a very good player, but the ball is not only is it not going to the last third, it isn't even getting beyond midfield, but they do have it now. Kylie in possession, kicking a through ball inside, and Macroom do have possession.
Possession for Macroom, far side of the field. Can they get in? This is David Gould in the top, the left position, breaking off him, looking for pass was Patrick Lucy. He'd been forced open the other side and did well to hold possession. Gets it to Lucy, 20 metres out from goal, gives it into the path of the run of the kick coming in from about 25 metres out from goal. It is kicked up, and the wing back and captain Kieran Murphy is the man who came up and assisted the cause there. He's kicked it over the bar, well taken point, well constructed score by Macroom, and they're back now within 5 points to 4. Clyda Rovers leading, 4 minutes to go to the half-time whistle.
Macroom worked that score, John, very well, because it looked like there was nothing on, and David Gould nearly got dispossessed. He popped it off, and the onward pass, lovely slighted ball onto the in-running Kieran Murphy, and kicked it straight as the guy over the bar. 1 point game.
Dean Conway's right-footed kick out is grabbed by Macroom, man in midfield, getting the ball inside. Ivan Casey, the centre forward, sending it now, trying to send the ball in here. Elects to pass it towards Patrick Lucy with the right boot, kicked it rather rashly. The goalkeeper decided to play it inside. He broke it away towards his cornerback Niall Milan. He came across his own goal, and Clyda Rovers should be able to tidy up. They almost lost possession. David Gould came in with the boot across their own small square. They were tippy-tapping the ball a little bit, but they now probably have got away with it. I think that's Ray Carey